It happened in court number 9, whereby one suspect entered to the courts and injured the magistrate in that particular court and the orderlies. But lucky enough...
What saddens me is the manner in which Monica died. I asked on Tuesday and I ask again, will you people stop killing us? Just stop killing.
Thursday 13th June 2024 seemed like a normal day for Monica Kivuti, who was a principal magistrate at the Makadara Law Courts in Nairobi. Monica looked forward to carrying out her duties as a judge by presiding over several cases and then returning home to her husband and 3 kids, including her 18-month-old daughter. Unfortunately, she would not get to go home that day, as she was shot in the courtroom by a senior police officer, Chief Inspector Samson Kipruto, the OCS of the Londiani police station. In this episode, we help you connect the dots of what happened on the material day of the shooting and shed more light on the troubled life of Monica's killer, Chief Inspector Samson Kipruto. Welcome to Silent Shadows. As always, if you appreciate our true crime storytelling, support our work by liking and subscribing. Together we uncover compelling tales of crimes and mysteries in Kenya and beyond, presenting well-balanced narratives that respect the victims and their loved ones. Kenya's judiciary is often criticized for having corrupt judges, but Principal Magistrate Monica was different. She was known for her integrity and dedication to her work. Monica Njoki Kivuti's journey began in Embu County, where she was born on 12 June 1978 to the late Samuel and Niseta Kivuti, as their 4th born in a family of 8 kids. Monica was very studious and excelled in her studies. She went to Gatunduri Primary School in Mutunduri, Embu, before joining St. Catherine Thagaya Girls High School, also in Embu. Monica aspired to become a lawyer, and her dream came true when, after completing high school, she joined Moi University Eldoret to study law. She graduated in 2006, and 2 years later, she was admitted to the bar as an advocate of the High Court of Kenya. As Monica's career in the legal profession began, it was nothing short of exemplary. She first worked at Direct Line Assurance Company Limited before joining the judiciary in 2013 as a resident magistrate, and she worked in various law courts including Kiambu and Baricho law courts. Her dedication to her job and excellence saw Monica rise through the ranks, and in 2018, she was promoted to Senior Resident Magistrate. 3 years later, she was posted to Makadara Law Courts, where she continued to thrive. On 21st February 2023, she was promoted to Principal Magistrate at the Makadara Law Courts, a position she held until her untimely demise in June of 2024. Outside her 8-to-5 job as a Principal Magistrate, Monica was dedicated to advancing her education and had a deep passion for giving back to her community by actively participating in various church programs and contributing to the establishment of an SGBV center at Jamhuri Police Station. Monica also had a lively spirit and never hesitated to let her hair down. Additionally, she loved to dance, laugh, and enjoy herself whenever she got the chance, lighting up every room she walked into. Most importantly, Monica was a devoted wife to Mr. Mutimu Kangata, also a lawyer, and together they were blessed with 3 daughters, the youngest being 18 months old. On the morning of Thursday, 13th June 2024, just a day after her 46th birthday, Monica left her home as usual to go to work at the Makadara Law Courts. One of the hearings Monica was scheduled to oversee that day involved 48-year-old Jennifer Wairimo, the girlfriend of 55-year-old Chief Inspector Samson Kipruto, the OCS of Londiani Police Station. Jennifer had been arrested on 19 September 2022 for obtaining 2.9 million Kenyan shillings through false pretenses. However, bad girl Jennifer had absconded court proceedings 7 times. Yes, you heard that right, 7 times. For context, after Jennifer's arrest in September 2022, she was scheduled to appear in court on 24th October 2022 to plead to the charges, but she was a no-show. The case was then set for mention a month later, on 23rd November 2022, but as you might have guessed, Jennifer failed to show up again. She continued her streak of absences throughout 2023, missing all 3 scheduled court sessions in March, May, and December. As 2024 began, perhaps in the spirit of New Year, New Me, Jennifer finally appeared in court on Friday, 5th January 2024, where she entered a not guilty plea and was released on bond. She was then scheduled to appear in court again on Monday, 13th May 2024, but true to form, she was a no-show. This prompted the court to issue a warrant for her arrest and cancel her bond. She had 2 additional hearings that same month, on 13th May and 30th May 2024, and unsurprisingly, she failed to appear for either. When Jennifer failed to show up for the Thursday 30th May 2024 hearing, her lawyer presented medical reports in court, claiming she had been gravely ill, which was why she had absconded. On the other hand, the lawyer representing the person Jennifer had defrauded 2.9 million Kenyan shillings questioned the authenticity of these medical reports. In response, Principal Magistrate Monica Kivuti instructed the investigating officer in charge of the case to verify the document's authenticity. Monica then scheduled the next court hearing for Thursday, 13th June 2024. On that day, bad girl Jennifer decided to appear in court. To accommodate her claim of being unwell and unable to walk, Principal Magistrate Monica Kivuti directed that her hearing take place in the makeshift courtroom, court number 9, which was located outside the main court building. One thing to know is, these makeshift courts were used as alternative courtrooms due to inadequate rooms to hold judicial proceedings in the main court building. Jennifer showed up for the hearing on the afternoon of the said day, Thursday 13th June 2024, accompanied by her boyfriend Chief Inspector Samson Kipruto. The two had traveled all the way from Londiani in Kericho County, and when they got to Makadara Law Courts, Samson, who was driving, parked his car outside makeshift courtroom 9 for easy accessibility by his girlfriend Jennifer, who was sick. When the court hearing began, the plaintiff's lawyer presented evidence gathered by the investigating officer showing that the medical report Jennifer had submitted claiming she was sick and admitted to the hospital during the times she had missed court hearings were fake. As a result, the plaintiff's lawyer requested the court to cancel Jennifer's bond and have her remanded, arguing that she was a flight risk. Seeing that the cat was now out of the bag, Jennifer's lawyer apologized for presenting the fake medical information to the court, explaining that the false reports had been provided to her by Jennifer and her boyfriend, Chief Inspector Samson Kipruto. One thing to note is, according to news sources, Jennifer ran a clinic on the outskirts of Londiani, which meant she was well equipped to forge her own medical records. After hearing both sides, Principal Magistrate Monica Kivuti made her ruling. She noted that, due to Jennifer's dishonesty and repeated absences from court, which had significantly delayed the case and frustrated the plaintiff, Jennifer's bond would be cancelled and she would be remanded at Langata Women Maximum Prison. Following the ruling, Samson began demanding to speak with the judge. Obviously, his request was denied as he was not directly linked to the case. It was now nearly 1:45 p.m. and Samson, who was fuming, left the courtroom, and armed with a gun, he forcibly re-entered the court through the magistrate's entrance. Terrified, Monica hid under the wooden table she was working from as Samson opened fire. Those present recall that, as Samson fired at her, Monica screamed, "Mama yangu nakufa leo," which translates to, "My mother, I'm dying today." Unfortunately, the wooden table could not shield Monica from the bullets, and she was struck in the chest and pelvic area. But Monica was not the only casualty. 3 police officers, Augustine, Maureen and Eunice, who tried to remove Monica from the scene and secure the courtroom, also sustained gunshot injuries. Augustine was hit in the left eye, Maureen in the left leg, and Eunice in the left hand. As for Samson, he was shot by officers present in the court, and he died at the scene. The injured police officers and Principal Magistrate Monica Kivuti were then rushed to the hospital. Back at Monica's house, her husband, who was working from home, received a phone call informing him that Monica was unwell and had been taken to the hospital. When he arrived at Metropolitan Hospital in Buruburu, he found Monica in severe pain, but upon seeing him, she calmed down and asked about their 18-month-old daughter. He reassured her that their daughter was well and that he had left her sleeping at home. Monica then closed her eyes and sadly, she did not speak again. Tragically, she succumbed to her injuries the following day, Friday 14th June 2024, at Nairobi Hospital, where she had been transferred for further treatment. At this point, you might be wondering who Samson Kipruto was and whether there were any indicators that he was capable of killing a judge in the courtroom simply because his girlfriend's bond had been cancelled, something they could have easily appealed. According to those who knew him, particularly residents of Londiani and his subordinates, Samson had a reputation as a rogue OCS with anger issues and a very poor track record in his job, with many cases reported to him remaining unresolved. More specifically, his subordinates at Londiani police station, where he had been in charge since 2021, described him as quick to anger and prone to verbally abusing them often. Additionally, a local lawyer based in Londiani reported that he had filed multiple complaints against Samson with his superiors due to his erratic handling of cases and his anger issues, but nothing was done. As for his personal life, in addition to his romantic relationship with Jennifer Wairimo, Samson had 2 wives, one of whom was a fellow senior police officer. As expected, the news of the shooting and Samson's death came as a shock to his family. This was especially evident in a TikTok post made by one of his daughters, who had questions about why her father had done what he did. A week after the tragic incident that claimed the lives of Principal Magistrate Monica Kivuti and Chief Inspector Samson Kipruto, on Thursday, 20th June 2024, the family of Jennifer Wairimo, through an individual popular on X, formerly Twitter, released a statement saying in part, "We wish to clarify that OCS Kipruto's wife, the accused, has been seriously ill, constantly in and out of hospital. OCS Kipruto and his wife were in constant communication with the complainant, and he had even committed to personally settling the dispute out of court. Despite these efforts, the case advanced rapidly, adding immense pressure to the couple. OCS Kipruto's wife was a businesswoman who conducted business with county governments. However, her illness slowed down her business operations, and non-payment by the county government exacerbated the situation. She is owed over 12 million Kenyan shillings by the county government, which has remained pending for the longest time. Our prayers and thoughts are with all the families involved as we navigate through this tragic and challenging time. Let us come together as a community to support one another and seek healing in the face of this profound loss." This statement makes a couple of bold claims that we'd like to question. Firstly, it's important to clarify that Jennifer Wairimo was not Samson Kipruto's wife, contrary to what was suggested in the statement. They were in a relationship, but Jennifer was not his spouse. Secondly, the investigations conducted by the investigating officer as presented in the report revealed that Jennifer had faked the medical documents she used to justify her repeated absences from court. This significantly undermines the claims in the statement that she was sick. Thirdly, the statement mentions that the case advanced rapidly. Actually, Jennifer's absences and lies about her illness caused significant delays with the case. Jennifer absconded court 7 times between her arrest in September of 2022 and June of 2024. Keep that in mind. Lastly, regarding the claim that Jennifer was a businesswoman working with the county government, it's worth noting, as previously mentioned, that news outlets have reported that she ran a small clinic on the outskirts of Londiani town. This raises further doubts about the accuracy of the claims made in her statement regarding her business dealings. Chief Inspector Samson Kipruto was laid to rest on Friday 21st June 2024 at the home of his first wife in Kaptagat, Elgeyo Marakwet County. As for Principal Magistrate Monica Kivuti, she was buried the following day, Saturday, 22nd June 2024, at Mamba Village in Machakos County. The burial saw a significant turnout from members of the judiciary who gathered to honor their late colleague. During the ceremony, Monica's family, friends, and colleagues shared heartfelt tributes, remembering her as a loving, caring, and kind individual. They also described her as someone who valued integrity above everything else. The shooting was also strongly condemned by the judiciary, with calls for greater protection of judges in courtrooms. In response to the tragic events at Makadara Law Courts, Chief Justice Martha Koome issued directives to enhance the safety of judges in the courtrooms. She instructed that judicial services would no longer be conducted in makeshift structures. She also mandated the Judiciary Police Unit to enforce strict search protocols, preventing unauthorized persons from entering court premises while armed with firearms. Later that year, on Thursday, 12 December 2024, the late Makadara Principal Magistrate Monica Kivuti was posthumously awarded the Order of the Grand Warrior Award by President William Ruto. The award, which was received by Monica's husband, is one of the highest honors in Kenya reserved for individuals who have made exceptional contributions to the country in various fields. Monica Kivuti was deserving of this recognition due to her unwavering integrity, diligence, and her deep commitment to dispensing justice fairly and justly. We extend our heartfelt condolences to the family and friends of Principal Magistrate Monica Kivuti. May her soul continue to rest in eternal peace. Thank you for joining us today. If you appreciated this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel to be notified when the next video is up. Until then, please take care, stay safe, and always trust your gut.